Black Ops 5 leaks everywhere. Alright, so welcome back to the 500 IQ department, everybody. Now today, forget Modern Warfare, forget the microtransactions, forget Activision. We're talking Black Ops 5, everybody, and I want to start this video off with all the official and confirmed information. And just know that Treyarch have confirmed that they are working on the next year Call of Duty. And it is absolutely crazy, and we're getting all these leaks, and I do want to say that take all of this as an urban legend. Do not let your dogs out, because obviously Activision is gonna get their schlongs involved regardless, and I'm pretty disappointed with Black Ops 4 because of its microtransactions, but I gotta say that this news is pretty exciting, but it's not getting me hyped because I know what Activision is capable of, so don't let your dogs out. And I want to actually start this video off with the official information, and then I'm gonna dive into the leaks and I'll let you know my thoughts. I know I've been seeing a bunch of your guys' comments and tweets, so I got you. Just know I got you, and I want to get right into it. And this news suggests that Zombies is gonna be getting a reboot, and that has me hyped, man. Like, I'm a big Zombies fan. Black Ops 4 has me disappointed, but this news is looking pretty good, and I want to know from you. If you want to see Zombies, drop a like on this video. If you're like, Skizzle, I'm done with Zombies, I don't want to see anything to do with Zombies, drop a dislike. I want to know your opinions. But with that, let's just get right into it. Now, around 2 weeks ago, Kotaku reported the fact that Treyarch is working on Black Ops 5 for Call of Duty 2020, and guess what? 2 days ago, Treyarch confirmed that they're looking for people, and you know, the jobs are open and they are working on Call of Duty 2020. And now a homie who's living life in the 6 by the name of TheGamingRevolution, he actually reported that Black Ops 5 is real and it's gonna be a reboot, and I really trust him. Obviously, do watch this video for entertainment purposes and take this as an urban legend, but the reason why I believe TheGamingRevolution is because he got undercover agents. Some of them I know, some of them I don't. The reason why I believe him is because he not only leaked DLC 3 for Black Ops 3, he leaked DLC 3 for Infinite Warfare, he also leaked DLC 5 for Black Ops 3 Zombies, and these are just the highlights. And according to him and his source, the next game is just gonna be a Black Ops reboot, and they're gonna be taking Black Ops series in a direction similar to Infinity Ward's new Modern Warfare game. His sources claim that Raven and Sledgehammer have already scripted out some of the Cold W levels, I cannot say this word on YouTube, right? And that this mode will be Treyarch's primary focus going forward. They will be building a campaign from the ground up using bits and pieces of what Raven and Sledgehammer have already worked on, and they are just gonna be creating new assets and levels to be able to tell their story. And let me be absolutely real, Sledgehammer Games and Raven Software worked on this game for, let's say, a year, right? Maybe even more. So they got the campaign foundation already done, they got the new engine that Infinity Ward worked on for 5 years straight though, and now Treyarch is stepping in and they're gonna have support from Sledgehammer Games and Raven Software. Hearing that Raven is gonna be remastering Blackout, I'm gonna get into that, and Sledgehammer is gonna be working on multiplayer from now on, and Treyarch is just gonna work on the campaign and Zombies, and they're gonna have a year and a half. And keep in mind that yes, they are gonna be using a new engine, so this is looking pretty promising. But I just fear Activision, and I fear basically they had 3 years to make Black Ops 4, and that game was just, and they weren't able to please everyone with Black Ops 4. I mean, if Black Ops 4 is your first Call of Duty game, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it, and rightfully so. But now Treyarch is only gonna have a year and a half, dog, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work. But again, Treyarch is Treyarch. They are gonna be rebooting this franchise. They already have the engine, like I said, and they also have like the older Treyarch Black Ops games assets, right? And we're hearing that Frank Woods is gonna be in this game because he is tweeting that he is gonna be in it. He's like cryptically teasing that. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna make it work though. And TGR also claims that his source have told him that they want to create a down-to-earth and gritty version of the Vietnam W, which we will see from all angles. The game will supposedly follow US South Vietnam's and Viet Cong perspectives. Treyarch will also be focusing most of their efforts on Zombies, which like campaign will be a total reboot. And I heard from TheGamingRevolution that the reason they are gonna be going for a reboot is because the Chaos storyline didn't hit homies in the G spot, so they're gonna drop that completely. And that news kind of makes me excited and hopeful for the future, but at the same time, I got to be real, the 9 Zombies map is probably one of the best maps that they came out with in years, and Ancient Evil is something that I didn't like, but I loved its story. I loved the cliffhanger at the end, and now it looks like that they're gonna completely drop that, bro. Originally, what they wanted to do was that they wanted to come out and just have chaos maps in the whole season of Black Ops 4. I made a video on it because we heard from Activision themselves that the season pass is just gonna be having chaos maps, but it looks like that they canceled it and they're not gonna have a second season pass because obviously they're working on Call of Duty 2020. And just forget Zombies Chronicles 2, and in the code, I believe Glitching Queen made a video on it, and that was a pretty good video, and she showed the fact that we have DLC 5 in the code. So yes, the rumors were real, but now it looks like that they're gonna be scrapping that and just using DLC 5 for the upcoming game, right? We're probably gonna see all the remaster maps, Transit, Dyrus, Buried, but in the next game. But just forget Chaos maps because Activision realized that fans don't want to see that. I know some people really loved it, and I gotta be real, I was on board with the story, but now it looks like that they're just gonna, you know, get rid of it because they want to save the Zombies brand. And man, DLC 1 and DLC 2 sales were not good, and Activision realized that it's not gonna revive Zombies. What's gonna revive Zombies is gonna be an Ether storyline reboot. And keep in mind that Black Ops 4 is gonna conclude the Ether storyline with DLC 3 and DLC 4. It's gonna be over for good. But then next year with the upcoming Black Ops reboot game, they're gonna restart the Ether storyline, but it's not gonna be the original Ether storyline. It's just gonna be similar to how they are rebooting the Modern Warfare series right now. So they're gonna be rebooting Zombies, and they're gonna be rebooting Black Ops franchise, and they're gonna start off Zombies fresh from the Ether storyline, and they're gonna be taking all the characters from the Ether storyline, and it's just gonna be a new story. I'm hopeful for it, kind of gets me excited, but obviously I'm not gonna let my dogs out, right? Also, the Gaming Revolution sources have told him that there are discussions going on in the studio on whether they should reboot the story with the campaign characters, bringing them to a zombie-infested world that follows on from the campaign story, or to reboot with the original Zombies crew. So basically, they are thinking about, you know, if you have played World at W, when you beat the campaign, you get the Zombies mode unlocked, and they are thinking about doing the same thing over though. And I personally feel like don't do it because that's gonna kill the realism of the campaign. But if you really think about it, they already have killed the realism of the Black Ops franchise with Black Ops 3 campaign, and Black Ops 4 didn't even have the campaign, right? So, I mean, they can do that, but it's gonna be pretty weird to play like Zombies with Frank Woods and Victor Reznor, right? It's certainly gonna be cool, but I think they need to come out with new characters, or they're probably gonna use like the premise characters and our OG4 characters. I say go with them, or actually start a new crew as well, or have some maps with the premise crew and have some maps with like the Shadows of Evil crew, or with some new crew, you know? You gotta mix it up and actually give us really good settings. And the new rebooted Zombies mode will be dropping most of the fantastical elements from the mode, including the dragons from Gorod Krovi, the giant robots from Origins, and the Apothicons. They want to strip the mode back so that you feel more on the edge, replicating feelings from Mob of the Dead, or your first time playing Nagdar Untoden. And man, that's a solid leak, and if this is true, I say go for it. But here's the thing, I personally loved all the Black Ops 3 Zombies elements, I gotta be real, but I know that some people were kind of pushed away by Gorod Krovi, Zatsugune Shima, but pretty much everyone loved the Rise on the Racha, and the reason for that was it was just a good map, it was a vibrant map, the story was good, the boss fight and the Easter egg was solid, the gameplay was pretty good, the wonder weapons were pretty good, and they didn't really have that fantastical element. In a way they had it though, but they had it on a subconscious level, right? So I say go with maps like Mob of the Dead and the Rise on the Racha, right? And the leak also suggests that Sledgehammer will be taking the lead on multiplayer in Black Ops 2020, but he is unsure whether Sledgehammer Games is just gonna work on the map design or completely work on the multiplayer. And the Gaming Revolution also talks about the fact that Blackout is also gonna be in this Black Ops game, right? The leak suggests that Raven will be focusing on bringing Blackout into the updated engine. Though once again, Treyarch has complete oversight. Treyarch was apparently happy with their first crack at Battle Royale genre, but feels there is much more potential to be found. They're basically gonna be upping the graphics, because let's be real, the graphics aren't that good for Blackout, but they are good when you compare Blackout with other like Battle Royale games, right? Obviously, you cannot compare Black Ops 4 Blackout to something like Firestorm, because Firestorm graphics are pretty good, but Blackout is more enjoyable in my opinion compared to Firestorm. But it looks like that they're gonna be upping the graphics and they're gonna be using the new engine. And keep in mind, this game is gonna be on next gen consoles, so I think that the draw distance is gonna be pretty good and Blackout is just gonna look pretty good. And overall, these are all the leaks and this is everything we know so far. I say treat it as an urban legend, but I definitely see all of that come true. And obviously this is super early in the development cycle, so anything can change as well. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more. I'm gonna keep you all in the loops. Check out some other videos on the screen and I will see you in the next one.